Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Please like, share, and subscribe. Oh boy, Grandma made a killing today. I'll tell you about that in a little bit here. And what's next? Well, Grandpa's going to tell you what's coming next here. Just give me a few minutes and you'll find out what's next. Okay, the white line. I got this one going a little later than anticipated. Got busy with some phone calls and stuff, but white line for tomorrow is 413.06, $413.06. Apologize for being slow on getting this live stream out, but I'm still 2 hours ahead of anybody else that could have told you that. Let's see. Blue line is for tomorrow is 449.15, $449.15. That's the blue line. So the white line is $413.06, and the blue line is $449.15. And I'll tell you that them two lines, you'll see them over 99.9% odds accuracy rate, up just under 100% accuracy, that you will see those two lines. Not necessarily tomorrow, but in your near future. Okay, and I'll go through that more later here as we go through this live stream. So I want to get at it, but I wanted to let you know your white line and your blue line for tomorrow. So if you want to make some decisions based on it, you can. Well, it's still early here. Because, as you know, you can trade till 8 o'clock tonight. So if you get a dip down, 413's in your future, for instance, give you some indication. Our fair opening price for today was $400.59, and we just about got it. We came within about $1.10 of it. However, in my live stream on Friday, I told you that I felt that around 403 was going to bottom us out, that I didn't think we'd actually hit it today. However, we might hit it after hours here or pre-market. Will we hit it tomorrow? Will we hit $400.59 tomorrow? I don't know for sure. Nobody knows for sure. Will we hit it this week? Very likely. But it might be next week. But what I do know is you will hit it. You'll hit it in your future. Okay? Near future, very near future, a little further out future. Have a little patience. Grandpa calculates for the white line what's fair. That's all I do. I calculate what's fair. Where Tesla should open. Doesn't mean it's going to open there. Doesn't mean it's going to hit that particular day. But it will hit it at some point in time. In 7 years of Tesla trading, there's only one time that a white line did not hit. It came within about $1.40 of it. It was back at $92.40 when the price was. The white line was at $92.40, and the actual price went to about $93.80 approximately. There's one out of thousands that hasn't hit. That's how accurate what I'm telling you is. And okay, so Grandpa's going to go on here. We have a high to low today. That's the range from high to low of $24.73. I'm going to tell you right now, if you pay attention at all to what I'm telling you about this white line and this blue line and the rest of the information I give you, you will be wildly successful. It's not a question of whether you will win your trades or not. It's a question of you can literally almost pick how much you want to make. It's like Grandma today. She made a killing. She could have even made a bigger killing. If it all depends on your patience, how much patience you got. Because these lines that I tell you, they come, okay? You can literally trade Tesla. I could put this in any stock if you want to know the truth, but you can literally, I only trade Tesla. You can literally trade Tesla and know that you're going to win if you understand what I'm telling you with the white line and the blue line. And you can literally pick where you would want to sell up above based on the blue lines, and or buy based on the white line. Okay. So hopefully that's helpful. So we had a high to low today of $24.73. We had a high of $426.43. We had a low of $401.70. Our fair opening price for today, of course, was $400.59. We came within $1.11 of it. And but I anticipated that we wouldn't hit that number. I listened to my last live streams. I told you straight out, this thing's going to probably go down to around 403, 402 and a half, 403, maybe even 405, and bounce back up. And it's exactly what it did. Grandma bought in a little over 402 and sold them out and made her money. It closed today at 411.05. Okay. Indexes were up fairly good. The S&P and the NASDAQ, and Tesla was up slightly. However, we had divergence. Volume decreased today by 9 million shares bought and sold in Tesla. So volume decreased, but on slightly higher prices. Tesla was up just slightly today. 84 million shares were bought and sold in Tesla today. The dominant trend is down. I'm going to go to the weekly chart to prove it to you. And there it is. Each candle represents one full week. This particular indecision candle here that's red, that one is this candle is a day old. It's only 1 day old. But this candle here is a whole week old, and it gives you a sell signal. And this is based on the HEIKIN ASHI reverse engulfing method, which it's a candle chart program that you can put in if you have Thinkorswim. Okay, so you have the body of this green candle here. I'll tell you how it works in case you're new to the game here. And it's the same on any chart. I just happen to be on the weekly chart right here. So the body of this candle would slide into the body of the previous candle, this one, followed by a red candle in the weekly. Now the week is up for this candle, so it's a beautiful, good signal, but it is a sell signal. So you have a sell in the weekly. And that means that the dominant trend in Tesla stock is down. I don't care if it goes to $500 or $1,000. If this doesn't change, but it would, I'm being facetious. It, whatever the price is, it don't matter if we get a green candle tomorrow. The dominant trend will still be down until we have a buy signal, and one green candle won't give us a buy signal. So the dominant trend in Tesla is currently down. In order to have the dominant trend up, you need a buy signal in the daily, which we have. I'll show it to you quick. Murphy's, don't you puke on the floor. Murphy, you feel good. Here's the buy signal in the daily. This is the daily chart. Big red candle, the body of the next red candle fits into it, followed by a daily green candle. And this is your green candle for today. And so we have a buy signal in the daily, okay? Looking good for tomorrow, possibly for a bounce up a little bit. I would probably anticipate that. Do I know for sure? No, because the dominant trend is down. Here's the monthly. We have a buy signal in the monthly. You have the big red body of this candle down here where my mouse is. Body of the red one next to it fits into it if you slid it over, followed by a green candle, gives you a buy signal. So you have a buy signal in the monthly, the daily, but you don't in the weekly. If we had a buy signal in the weekly, also, the dominant trend would be up, but it's not. It's down. And so you're going to see some down. That's DOWN, down. Can it go up to 470s and then go down? That's what I think it's going to probably do. 460s, 450s, somewhere in there, and make a lower high. That's really what I see coming for you. Good afternoon, Grandpa, Jeff says. So I believe we're going to make a lower high at some point here, but nobody knows for sure. All I know is that these lines that Grandpa makes are going to hit. That's what I really know. Okay, so I'm going to get back to the 4-hour chart because you're going to need to look at it. So pivot point, top pivot point to date is 488. What is it? 54. Okay, that's your top pivot point. And you are currently looking for a new bottom pivot point, okay? You're looking for a new bottom pivot point. Well, we had a low in Tesla the other day of 473.04, down right about where my mouse is here, okay? 473.04 was the exact number. And can that possibly be the new bottom pivot point? Yes, it's possible. It's very possible. Do I think it's going to be? No, I don't. I think that we're going to run down potentially to the 348, 350. Where I really think we're going is 338 to 335. That's where I really think we're going to go. In your near future, okay? But I don't have lines that tell me that. The lowest line that we have currently is $400.59. That's the lowest. Did I say 373, Jeff? Jeff says not 473. Yeah, okay. I said 473 instead of 373. Okay, our lowest, thanks, Jeff. Our lowest possible bottom pivot point is 373.04. 373.04. I should read my own notes while I'm talking. 373.04. If I said 473.04, I apologize. 373.04 is potentially your bottom pivot point, but I believe Grandpa's opinion is that we're going to probably go down in that 350 to 338 range before we actually find our new bottom pivot point. But right now, I think we're going up to get ourselves a new higher low. Okay, current price in Tesla is 411.40, and like I say, you're gonna see. Well, I'll get to it here. Let Grandpa do the volume here. So as far as volume goes, and I'll get back to this chart shortly. As far as volume, we got 84 million bought and sold today. The previous day was 93 million, so like we're 9 million short from the day before. The day before that was 108 million, and so it decreased from that day forward. Day before that it was 76 million, and that's enough on volume. If we can manage to see, and this is why I really don't believe that that 373 is your bottom pivot point, is because usually before we make a bottom pivot point, Tesla almost always bottoms out in the 50 million range, not just for one click, one day, but multiple days. In the low 60 million, 50 million, 40 million, possibly even some into the high 30 millions. Okay? Then you're going to be looking for your bottom pivot point in that area. We'll find it, and we'll find it early, and that's going to be a gold mine for you. Is it going to happen in a month? I don't know. Who knows? I'm not God. I'm only Grandpa. But you're going to want to know it when Grandpa tells it to you, and I do know that. Okay, where are your white lines at? And if you might want to write this down. Grandpa does. They're extremely important to Grandpa because why? Because the odds are over 99.9% that every one of these numbers I'm going to give you, every one of these white line numbers will come in your future, your very near future, your near future, your further out future. But you'll see every single one of Grandpa's white lines will come. In 7 years, thousands and thousands of white lines. I have one that is not hit yet. One in the past. The rest of these are all fresh. Okay, so you have a white line at $400.59. Write it down. You have a white line at $413.06. That's your white line for tomorrow, and it's coming. I believe that one will hit also tomorrow. But very likely the $400.59 one, they're both going to hit. The $400.59 will hit. The $413.06 will hit, in Grandpa's opinion. The odds are almost 100%. And I'm not some crazy guru. I'm telling you, I got a calculation that I put in, and I went back in time, and these numbers pan out. 435.91 is your next white line. 435.91. Matter of fact, I'll show them to you as we go through on the chart. Let's do that. If you see where my mouse is, if you got me on your TV so you can actually see the lines, this one right here is $400.59. We came within $1.10 of hitting that line today. Will we hit it in the future? Absolutely, without a doubt. Your next one up the ladder, I can't get my thing to light up here, is $413.06. That's this one, okay? Your next one up the ladder is $435.91. Right there. This one has not hit yet. It has never been touched. I think it's probably going to take it out tomorrow or the next day. And to make it even stronger, we have a blue one at the exact same number. When I read through the blue ones, and if you write down that you have a white one at 435.91, you have a blue one at the exact same number, 435.91. That gives strength to this bus. Above that, your last white line that is never hit is 456.96. Could we bounce up to 456.96 in the next few days and make a lower high? Absolutely. We can go higher than that. That is a fact. Let me see how high we can go. Yeah, we need to stay underneath 474.50. Anything under 474.50 will give us a lower high, and that's what we're looking for, is a lower high. That's Grandpa's humble opinion. Okay, so you got the white lines. Now we're going to do the blue lines. There's a few more of them. I'll make it bigger, and I'm not going to do them all, but I will do some of them with you. Okay, so where do we start? Okay, your bottom blue line is this 435.91. That's your bottom blue line. Here again, every single one of these blue lines has hit except for in the last 10 days here. Every one prior to that has hit. There isn't even, we have one that's hanging out there that's a white line. We don't have any hanging out there in the past that's a blue line. They've all hit, except for the current 10 that are most recent, okay? Are they going to hit? Well, the odds are almost 100% they're going to hit. What do you think? Are they going to hit? You tell me. Are they going to hit? I hope so. The odds are almost 100%, just under. I think they might hit. That's what I think. Okay, let's see. 435.91 is your lowest, your very lowest blue line. Your next one up the ladder is 445.94. 445.94. There again. Why would it be important? Because when it hits that line, it might be a place of resistance where you can get a little bit of a dip and buy some shares, sell some at that point, buy a few back down $7-10, and go back up. Because you know the next one up the line is the one that we got for today, which is 449.15. That's going to be your blue line for tomorrow. It's the blue line special. The blue line special for tomorrow is $449.15. And you're going to see that number in Grandpa's humble opinion in the future. Above that is $454.16. $454, this blue line right here. Hasn't hit yet, but it will. This line is going to hit near future. When? Who knows? Then you have the next one up. And that one is oh man. That one is $469.33. $469.33. And I'll do one more, and that's enough. And that one is $477.36. I will tell you this much. The highest blue line that we have, that you will see in your future, that I have a blue line for and can confidently say is in your future at some point, is $538.13. But we can go up and down and all around for 6 months before we get to that number, or it might come in 2 weeks, it might come in a week, might come in a year. That I don't know. All I know is it will come. It will come. The odds are just right at just under 100% that you'll see every blue line and every white line I gave you. So you figure it out. Yeah, Grandma, she made a killing today. She lost confidence in Grandpa. But when I mentioned it, I asked her if she wanted to make some money today. She said yes. So she did. Oh, that Grandma, she likes to make money, I'll tell you what. So listen, be patient. If you can mess this up, there ain't much I can do for you. You can make money in and out if you have some patience. If you're impulsive, it will kill you. It'll absolutely kill you. I brag about Grandma. She always bought the dip. Always. Well, Grandma sold the dip the other day because she wanted to protect her money. Well, she ended up buying the dip. And she didn't buy the dip. She sold the dip. And that ain't good. Is she still way up? Sure. But she would have been up way, way more up, But that was all Grandpa's fault. That was all Grandpa's fault. I was distracted when she needed me. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, and if you have a margin account, don't overextend yourself. If you're waiting for a white line or you're waiting for a blue line, I don't care which one you're waiting for to come, okay? And make a decision. Am I going to sell some shares at 477, 469, 454? Name your poison. But when you do, make sure that you have a white line or something down below that hasn't hit yet, because it will hit. And other than that, it's just don't be impulsive. If you're impulsive, it'll just kill you. And have a little patience and trust that it will come. If you trust and believe it'll come, and how do I know that? Well, I'll tell you how. It's called whoopee doopie. You have the white line. That's little whoopee doopie. Okay? That's the lower numbers. And then you have the blue line. Well, that's big whoopie doopie. So we have little whoopie doopie and we got big whoopie doopie. And I'm going to tell you right now, don't blame Grandpa. If you sell your Tesla shares, don't blame Grandpa. The moon is $10,000 in this stock. 10,000. Mars is 100,000 per share. So if you sell your Tesla shares for $50,000 each, don't blame Grandpa. When a year later they're 100,000, don't blame Grandpa. Don't blame Grandpa if you sell your Tesla shares. Don't blame Grandpa if you sell your Tesla shares. Like, share, and subscribe. And don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. Grandpa's not a financial planner. I'll tell you what, I don't know if you can hear the stress in my voice, but I'm going to tell you something. I am excited about the white line and the blue line. The whoopie doopie little white line and the whoopie doopie big blue line. In all the time I've traded, when I first figured out how the calculations for the blue line and seen the correlation between that and the white line and the blue line and the opportunity, and went back all the way to the beginning of Tesla and found out it was over 99.9% accurate in the white line and the blue line, I can't even sleep at night anymore. It's exciting. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow about a little after 4, and Lord willing, think about eternity. Think about eternity once in a while. Grandpa does.